Get ready. It's time for a well-deserved break, Pittsburgh, with Heather Abraham and David Highfield from the KDKA TV studios. It's Pittsburgh Today Live.
You're back.
It feels so good to be back, really.
It's really weird because you were actually here. Oh, you were actually here, and then you were gone again.
Right. Well, I came back because we did the Home and Garden show last Friday, live from the convention center, but then I was off for a few more days. So now, as we just alluded to, we're going to do a special weekend rewind.
Because we got to find, because you had some pretty cool stuff that happened.
You know what? I really did. It was a great time off. I mean, it's happy to be back, but now I can share with you everything that happened. So first off, I want to start with what happened earlier this week. So on Monday, my husband Gary is retiring from Carnegie Mellon.
Yeah.
So they held this retirement reception, and we have some pictures that I want to share. He teaches musical theater.
Oh, you guys were twinning.
I know. We did not plan this. Why does this happen? It continues to happen. But there were really so many nice tributes. Also, the head of lighting design there, that department, Cindy Lamaro, was retiring, so it was sort of a joint celebration. And so many people spoke. This is Susanna Cordone, one of the two students that sang there that night. And really, just wonderful, wonderful people. The alums here, Dagmara Dagmara and Patrick Wilson, and there's Jesmeal DeBooze, and also Robert Ramirez, the head of the drama school.
Did you have Patrick Wilson at your house again?
Yeah, he was at our house again, and Gary, by the end of the night, Gary's like, sing a song with me, Patrick, you know. But it was so touching. So many people said wonderful things about Gary, and he really started the musical theater program at Carnegie Mellon, and so it's a big deal.
I'll tell you, behind the scenes, I don't know if many of you know this or not, but like behind the scenes when we have people in, almost always they know Gary. Almost always, and they always have such wonderful things to say. You can tell that he has made such a lasting impression on his former students who are now, some of them, major stars.
No, so, it's wonderful to see the connections, like really the love between, really. So, and you mentioned, Patrick and Dagmara were back at the house afterwards, and we did what has become a tradition, where everybody grabs an Emmy and we take a picture in front of the piano.
Oh,
so we did it again. It was just a great night and a great celebration, and I'm just so proud.
Mary Hours is here with her mouth gaping open. She's like, wait, what is happening?
What happened?
When is his official last day?
Not until the end of May.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then he still gets paychecks through August.
Oh, well, that's nice. That's a sweet gig.
We're like figuring things out now, like, you know, healthcare and other stuff.
Financial
you have to
stuff.
think about. Yeah, exactly.
Oh.
All right, so last week we went to New York City. It was rainy and miserable the entire time. So I took a picture just of what it looked like going through. And then they have all these skinny skyscrapers now that look like they're going to fall down in a windstorm.
Well, isn't that the one that was like super expensive to get into, and now people are finding that it's like it's swaying? And
I don't know, because there's like 10 of them that are really tall like that. Yeah. So anyway, we went to see Days of Wine and Roses. We also drove past, this is you can't see it through the raindrops. This is the CBS Times Square headquarters where like Gayle King, and they do CBS mornings. I was looking for Gayle. She was not there.
She wasn't there.
In the rain that I could see, you know, anywhere hanging out. We also had cucumber gin martinis.
Were they good?
They were fantastic. And it's this one hotel that we go to, and it's where I proposed to Gary, so we go back there. And Days of Wine and Roses, absolutely wonderful. The acting was wonderful. Our seats were wonderful, but it is depressing.
You cried.
I cried. It was sad. It was sad like you think things have got to turn around.
Yeah.
No, more bad stuff happens. but you know what? It was still a great, I mean, like they did really, I mean, it was a wonderful performance and production. But like on a rainy day, it was like, oh my gosh.
Oh boy.
All right, and then probably the best part of the trip, got to do some visiting. And so I want to show you a picture of my cousin Chris and his wife Karen in New Jersey. And we got to see their little girls, Lydia and Ivy. They are so adorable. They were doing some reading. Lydia was doing some reading with Gary. It was a wonderful, wonderful time, and we just loved catching up with them. And then Stan and Darlene Zinn, who used to live in Squirrel Hill, they're our friends too, and we had dinner with them in the city. I had the toughest time getting the cab to this restaurant, but it was wonderful. Hannah and their daughter Hannah and her fiance Tommy were also there. Just wonderful to catch up with people.
I tell you what, your cousin Chris, those are some strong genes that run in your family.
What do you mean?
There's so many similarities. I mean, minus the hair color. Yeah.
Oh yeah, you think? You think we look alike?
I think that there's some strong.
Oh
mostly
wow,
the nose.
I like that.
Did you guys notice that too? The nose, for sure.
Huh?
Yeah. Features right here.
It's
hard to tell from here down because you have the beard.
Well, we both do. Yeah. Oh, that's
Anyways.
interesting. All right. But anyway, I had a great time.
That's great.
Thank you for indulging me, showing my vacation photos, because I know that's kind of like, when you go over to someone's house and they're like, oh,
let me get the album.
Let me show you the slides from the vacation, and you're kind of like, oh, can I get out of here? But anyway, we had a great time.
It sounds like you did.
Yeah.
Well, while you were gone, and I don't know if you were following any of this news, but a lot of people are asking where Kate Middleton is.
Yeah.
I
read about the picture, like the doctored picture.
So
tell the backstory.
Well, there's been she had some sort of surgery, and this was, I think, back in January.
Yeah.
So people knew that she was, recovering. But now, there's some question about where she might be. This picture surfaces, then a statement comes out, supposedly from Kate on her social media saying, yes, I altered the picture. Here's the one. And the AP pulls this. They say we've had a closer examination. We know that this has been altered and edited.
Right, because they're not about putting a doctored photo out.
Right,
yeah.
right. Now, listen, we all Photoshop our pictures. And we say Photoshop kind of like we say Kleenex. Like you go in and you put a filter on something or you edit something. And so
however you're doing it, yeah.
That was along the lines of the statement that Kate said. I'm an amateur photographer, and I wanted to, edit some things.
Right, and she actually apologized and said, I was experimenting a little.
She allegedly said that. A lot of stuff,
yes.
as we know, from the palace comes through their people, right?
Exactly.
So there's still some questions. And, if you go into some of the details, people are questioning if she did have abdominal surgery and was taking time to recover, why in the heck is she wearing jeans? Everybody knows that if you had abdominal surgery, you are not going to have skinny jeans on.
Yeah.
No, because it's too uncomfortable. It's too painful.
Well,
so,
who knows whether any part of that photo was even a real photo from, a current time. Now, she did say early on, right, or the word was that she would be recovering until Easter.
Yes.
But now there really are all these scenarios online. People are really trying to figure out, what is going on?
You get the conspiracy theories, and who knows? I think that what would ease a lot of this is if she would just come out on the balcony, do a little wave. I don't care if you're in your sweatpants. It doesn't matter. And head back inside. Then people know, oh, she's okay.
Yeah, she's okay.
I don't know.
Hopefully she is okay, and all the conspiracy on social media is just that.
Yeah.
All right, there is no What You Think Wednesday today because we have allotted special time for something special that we have waited to do.
So if you all remember, when I was pregnant with Rocco, one of the things that I craved was chicken parm. I could not get enough of it. So we decided, and Jill was our producer then.
Right.
And so we decided at the time, here's some throwback video from 2019 when I was super pregnant, also in a black dress. Who knew? It hides the bloat, people. It hides the bloat.
And I love the name, Chicken Parmathon. So we decided, you know what? We were going to find the best chicken parm in the entire region, and that's what we're about doing today as well. So, you know what? Your pregnancy cravings really benefited all of us.
Well, and the other thing that you have to keep in mind is just because it was pregnancy craving does not mean that we cannot all enjoy a little chicken parm any old Wednesday.
I have never been pregnant, and I enjoy chicken parm.
Anybody can enjoy chicken parm.
Let's talk about this. 3,000 votes from you guys on social media, through email also, and on our website, and then we narrowed it down to the top 4.
I have to tell you that I'm really excited because our first one over here by you, David, Oasis.
Right here. Look at this.
They are in South Fayette, so my new neighborhood. Yeah, so I can't wait to dig into that. This is their 91st year in business. They specialize in homemade Italian food. Most sold sides and most popular salad and soup options to go along with their chicken parm. You can get those to go.
All right, we're going to be sampling that, but that's not all. No, number 2 in this position is Alan Rubin's Bar and Grill. This is in Washington, PA. I love the plating on this,
I do
actually.
too. It's
looks
beautiful.
It looks very nice. So they make everything to order. They're known for their desserts and their specialty sauces, and of course, their chicken parm. They pride themselves on treating all customers like family. and I love that. And they love to give back to the community too, consistently donating pans of food to people in need.
We love that.
Yeah, we love that.
All right, and next up we have Rizzo's. And I think Rizzo's may have been part of the original.
I was going to say.
I think
yeah.
Rizzo's and Tilly's, who we have
These
here. We're going
last
to talk
two
about
here,
these
yeah.
last two. So they dominated the votes, we have to say, which is probably why they made their way back in. They've been open since 1935, which is amazing. Congratulations. It first opened as a bar and company store on their first floor. The current owner was actually born in the upstairs living room quarters, which is now the dining room.
Oh, wow.
So that's
There's
a little backstory.
Yes. I was born right under your table.
Right here is where my mom had me. That's great.
All right, and they are in Crabtree, Westmoreland County. And finally, our final finalist this time around is Tilly's in McKeesport. And like you said, we had them as part of our competition before.
And I have to tell you that this is one that stuck with me because it is one of the most unique of the chicken parms that we tasted the last go around too, because of that thing on top.
It's a ravioli, yeah. So they've been around since 1962, founded by Matilda Di Marini.
It's very
Marino Smith.
Italian.
Yes. Anyway, we call her Tilly. That's why it's called Tilly's. They're noted for their homemade pastas and gnocchi and lasagna, and particularly for the huge raviolis. And that is why when they serve their chicken parm, they put one of those raviolis right on top.
We cannot wait to dig into these. A little bit later on in the show, we're going to come back. We're going to sample these. And like we did the last time, we like to make sure that there's a winner for every category.
Yeah.
So
we
can't
have
wait for
4 different categories, and we're going to figure out which trophy should go to which dish. But we're just excited about it. And you know what? Mary Hours is in for Ron today.
And she
has been talking to me like, wait a minute. You're eating chicken parm? I came on the right day.
At 9 a.m. Yes,
Yeah.
we are.
We're hungry. All right.